I can at least make myself look like I'm outside. I'm only outside when stretcher transport takes me to appointments. Okay, so this is like a raw, honest video, and I'm not gonna do anything. I'm actually gonna take my stickers out. Probably should have done it yesterday because I'm in a crash and I don't know how I'm gonna do the next 2 weeks. Counting last week would be 3 weeks of appointments because it's a lot for me. I'm lucky if I can easily, when I say easily, I mean heavily medicated and not crash, leave the house once a week for appointments. And I have back-to-back appointments this week coming up and next week. And what I'm really scared about is they don't even have transportation scheduled for Monday. So I already talked to Quality. They said they're saving a space for me. But this isn't right because I gave that appointment way back in January. I was going to add a COVID vaccine, but with everything going on, I've decided not to do that just yet. And try to get through these appointments. I don't want to do this anymore. That's just it. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to fight for people to understand. Look at my cheeks. Look at my eyes. Look at, well, you can't really see my chest, but my chest actually isn't bad. I'm either in a massive yows and my face is so swollen. When I went into Lawrence General with the bacteremia and osteomyelitis, I had 20 pounds of fluid on me because like 3 or 4 days later they had the nutritionist, dietitian, whatever he was really nice. He gave me a handout on high protein foods that I'm actually really happy for. Come down and see me because I lost so much weight once they started the antibiotics. It sucks that nobody's listening to me. I know my body. I knew the pneumonia wasn't gone, and then what? 6 months later, I'm being told I either have inflammatory or infectious nodules and my procalcitonin goes up. She's pretty sure they were infectious. I know my body. And I'm glad that I re-engaged neurosurgery, because if I didn't, this could have got really bad before I was seen again. Because ID and even the and I don't know if it's true because I saw somebody within the same system, and that is where I messed up for a second opinion. I have had some luck getting second opinions within the same system, but I do know in this past year particularly they are really trying to combine and have policies be the same across the board, like the whole procalcitonin thing. So I'm probably not even going to get to when I draw blood again before I end up in the ER. And I don't want to do this again. Like, an urgent MRI shouldn't be till 2/16 when we're talking from like 2 weeks ago. I just shouldn't be. The CT was able to be scheduled sooner. I am with the same neurosurgeon who wrote that I'm vehemently against neurosurgery, but he at least is being nicer about it. And maybe eventually I can get him to talk to him about changing that again, because I tried through the channels and it didn't work, and I still gotta do the fucking statement and the whole fucking 9 yards. God help me. In the middle of this, my husband almost lost his Medicaid because they did a miscalculation that I had to fix. I have to do monthly paperwork for my daughter's and home service waiver. I have to train my husband on them. I have a feeling, so I only have non-emergency stretcher transportation to get down the stairs. The good news is my portable electric chairlift, like what they use, has been approved. Unfortunately, it is a Medicaid waiver, and it has to be special ordered in. So it's probably going to be like 2 to 4 weeks before I get it. Fuck. See, this is what I'm talking about. I know I'm inflamed. Whether it's Yao syndrome or whether it's the infection back, but based on my pain level, I'm pretty sure it's my infections back. And they literally said, the specialist said, I know neurosurgery would be pissed. But the specialist said, wait until my pain is so bad that I'm as bad as I was when I went into Lawrence General. By the time I went into Lawrence General, they had to lift me out of here like some 600-pound life shit on a tarp because I couldn't sit up in a chair. I'm not waiting till then. If I have to get there before I do want to get my CT scan done. So I'm really trying to hold steady as long as I don't have a fever till I get my CT scan done. The reason why is they won't do the HR lung CT inpatient. And I need to know if those nodules are worse or better after a round of oral antibiotics and a round of IV antibiotics. Because if not, I need a bronchoscopy. And maybe that can be arranged while I'm inpatient. I keep trying to get things arranged while I'm inpatient, explaining MECFS and everything. And inpatient and outpatient do not talk to each other. And for them to be pulled in, a request has to be put in for like pulmonology to come see me. And yeah, it's a mess. And then every time I'm in the hospital, they fuck up my autonomic meds. They fuck up my dystonia meds, my neurological meds, and my electrolytes, and my fluids. And it takes me 2 to 4 weeks every time I get home to get back to some semblance of a baseline where I can start doing some PT and start doing some trying to get better. I don't want to do this anymore. Am I going to? Yes, because I have kids and I have a family. I have people that count on me, and as much as I'm severe MECFS and I'm bedridden, and right now I'm like between almost total care and total care. I can do like my upper body. That depends on energy level. I need to be here for them. They're not ready. I keep swearing to God, I'm getting the journal that says I'm dead now. Oh, it's your problem or something. I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired of fighting. I'm a nurse. I know what I'm talking about. I can read IDESC guidelines. Even she wrote in the thing about, oh, well, there's no benefit over 6 weeks. That did not include immune-compromised patients. That did not include patients with discitis, and that did not include patients with an epidural process. That's why we decided on the 8 weeks. And according to the IDSA, we should not have stopped the antibiotics before we made sure the epidural process wasn't getting worse. And yes, my understanding is the CT and the MRI are going to look worse before they look better. But there's a difference in looking worse. Like there's more edema, there's more blah, blah, blah. There's more bone loss, blah, blah, blah. Versus there's more cord compression. There's a collection of fluid now instead of just firm. There's things to look for is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, my sun lamp keeps messing up my videos. I'm tired. Just tired. I will just keep doing this. one foot in front of the other, right, guys? Just